Hi, my name is Amber Foreman, and I'm going to walk you through the eligibility and referral process for special education services under IDA. Who's involved on the team and important things to keep in mind during evaluations. So, this process usually starts with a struggling student, and most likely the teacher or the parent has the concerns, and before moving on to special education, the school tries to do supports like RTI or MTSS. If a student is still not making progress, a referral for special education, the evaluation is made after the parents give consent. Once parents give their consent, the school has up to 60 days to complete the evaluation, depending on the state. During this time, the team looks at a lot of different things. They look at assessments, classroom data, observations, and input from the teachers and the parents. After the evaluation is done, the team decides if the student qualifies for special education. If a student is eligible, an IEP has to be written within 30 days of the meeting. Both the general ed and the special ed teachers play a big role on the team. The general education teacher shares what the student looks like day to day, things like academic performance, behavior, and how the student responds to instruction and interventions. The special education teacher helps explain the evaluation results, connect the data to the eligibility criteria, and help the team to decide if a student meets under the IDEA criteria. If a student qualifies, they gain a plan, services, and supports. Understanding typical development is really important during this process. Not every struggling student means a disability. Kids develop at different rates, and knowing what is typical helps teams avoid misidentifying students, especially our younger students. It helps to make sure that there's no confusing lack of exposure, immaturity, or learning gaps with a disability. When it comes to the assessment, special education teachers use both formal and informal tools. A formal assessment might be a standardized academic test like the Woodcock-Johnson, which compares a student's performance to another student's at the same age. An informal assessment could be things like classroom observations, work samples, or progress monitoring data that shows how students perform during regular instruction. It is also important to consider language, academic experience, and family background when reviewing results. English learners may struggle with language, with English, but that does not mean they have a disability. That is a cultural difference. IDEA is clear that students cannot be identified based on those factors. Overall, the eligibility decisions should be thoughtful, fair, and team-based, with the goal of supporting students the best way possible. Thank you once again. My name is Amber Foreman. See you soon.